Well, hello there ladies and gentlemen, you're back with Deck, and today we're playing some more Satisfactory on our experimental alternate megabase series. So, in our last episode, what did we actually do? I cannot remember what it was. Modular frames, 1 per second. That's what we did. Let's go down there. And between episodes, I finally got round to doing my homework. All up here has been sorted, as you can see. We've now got the things in the middle on a pedestal, so I can see them easier. And yes, I did say easier. And modular frames, stop. There. That is what we created last episode. We did also start the groundwork for this, but then I decided I didn't want to do that because I want to keep my naming conventions going. So, yeah, we left that where it is. It is in the right position. I don't know if I did that on camera or off camera, but, you know, it's there, it's ready to go. Also sorted out my ramps going down. They are now facing this way, which does annoy me a little bit, but it stops intersecting with these, and we've now got one between every single system, within reason. Because when you get further over this way, and yes, I'm going to run all the way down just to show you, I want some sort of system down here as well. I'll probably put things in the middle under these so I know where to get off for different items. I couldn't go all the way back to the start of the bus. And the more observant of you will notice to the left there is no more Caterium. I got rid of that as well last night. But yeah, this is the first stage we can get up. Yes, it is right in the middle of everything, but still, it works. Where are we? We come out at screws. So, yeah. Got the top and the bottom paths all sorted out. That is good. If you look at the HUD at the top, I went back round and put beacons everywhere. Because now they're not so annoying that, you know, they take up the entire top of the screen. That is the Caterium ore I need to hook up. If we look from the map, it looks even better now because I can see where everything is. I do want to start getting these radars, but to do that we need to get the quartz in, and that's the quartz that I went and found. I've not done that bit of my homework yet because that is going to take ages, and I don't know if I want to bring it out to the oil line, which runs through here. Well, basically to there. Or to go straight down this way and join it up with the stone. I've got to go out on an adventure and see which would be the easiest way. I actually think this way is probably going to be easier, because that is all mountains. So yeah, did that as well. What else have I done? You're on the wrong side, madman. Oh yeah, I trimmed this back as well, just because it was slightly annoying. I prefer it where it is now. Udge this up a little bit. Our ramp now goes down this way, and yeah, I've brought all of these up into the bus. So we've now got more of a marketplace than it was before, and everything is all joined together. I know what I forgot to do off camera. I knew I'd forget something. Might as well do it right at the start of this. We don't really need all this. And we don't need this, and we don't need this, and we don't need this. We don't need any of this because it's now over in our marketplace. So that can all get lost, and we can just, excuse me, put that back in. So over here is nice and clean again, and just for biofuel. What's the new things I just picked up? Because I have already got my inventory sorted. I don't want a load of rubbish, and yes, I am just deleting encased industrial beams and concrete. They are not required. What other things did I do off camera? Like I say, I sorted the Caterium out. That's all gone and ready to be reset up. I think that's about it, really. This goes all the way to the end now, and I have got the jump pads in. They should be ready to be in the right places for when I do the end stuff. But I'm not sure. I did try and work it out to the best of my abilities, and you've seen some of the best of my abilities. It doesn't always work out right. But yeah, today we are going to be doing Caterium, because it is nice and clean down this side now. I had to clean it out as well to get this, I'd say a monstrosity, but I actually quite like it. It goes in quite nicely. We could get something else. It would technically hang over the edge, but I think I'd be okay with it. It depends. Potentially we might want quartz or something like that brought in there, but I don't think you need them just for normal use. I think they're just for handcrafting stuff. And Caterium is set up and ready to go. It is ready for the second line coming in. We are going to assume that this is coming in, but I've got to make the explosives to go and get that ready. So this comes this way like we set up last time, and then goes up. So we can assume but you know what they say about assuming. Did I clip through here? No, I didn't. It looked like it clipped through. In fact, we should really check before I do anything. So if this isn't pure, then there's no point in doing it like that. I can get back up here with a jetpack. Let's just see. Are you pure? Please be pure. Pure. Good. Jetpack. Thank you. In fact, we don't even need the jetpack. I can just run to the other side and get up, but I've got the jetpack equipped now. Yeah, the ramp's there. I'm being lazy. Up we go. For the sake of one fuel, why run around? So, yeah. I know what I should have done between episodes. Sorted this out. God damn it. And just so for my peace of mind, this should be an 18 gap. For no particular reason other than that's how big I made it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So, we can only go 18 tiles this way because I do want another pillar in. Which I'll do off camera, don't worry. These take ages to make just because of the painting and whatnot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't worry about this, I'm going to work around it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And this one will be pillar. So there. That's not so there as in, yeah, I told you so. It's so there is where we're going to build from. I don't know why we're building from this side. We should just leave that ready for me doing things tonight. So let's get our first Caterium smelters down, and then we'll see what we're going to do. I may even have to split these up, but we'll see, like I say. So the first smelter will go on this tile here, I believe. Let me just double check, so I want it all to be designed the same. Do not fall down there, whatever you do. I could always have jump pads going up as well from these. Actually leave a one tile gap and then start. Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's why I wanted to go and check. So the first tile is our step down, and then we go into the production. So let's go and get started. So this will be where the step down comes from, whatever. I do hope that didn't place one on the edge of that rock for some stupid reason. Well, the stupid reason was me, but anyway. Ow, can you please stop pulling my hair out? The only problem with wearing chains all the time. Grabbed your arm hairs. Anyway, enough of that. So you will go, I believe, there. It would seem that I believed wrong. They've got to be aligned. There. That's the ticket. You are facing the right way, aren't you? Yes. So, this will be Caterium. So, 10 machines will give us 150. 20 machines will give us 300. We can't quite get a Mark 4 standard unless I go and find another Caterium deposit, which I could do for the sake of getting a 450 belt. So, let's set this up as though we've got 3 lines coming in. I know we've not, we're cheating. But, yeah, 3 lines it is going to be. Does look right. Yeah, it'll be fine. So, 10 for each line, so we need 30. Well, that's easy enough. And if I remember rightly, smelters go on each one. I want to go and check again. It's all got to be in a similar sort of organisation. And with the labelling across the top, I didn't think there was any need because we're getting everything to Mark 4 standard for putting like Mark whatever and how much resources were coming out of each section. There's no point. So, yeah, we've just left it. Anyway, let's go and set up our smelting. Oh, yeah, I was meant to be checking if it's every single tile, and it does seem to be every single tile, just for the sake of continuity. Lag spike. Oh, also, it was fun when I first came on today, because on the main menu, press continue, as I always do, and it told me that it couldn't make a multiplayer game, so asked if I wanted to host an offline game. I I clicked yes, and it took a while to load. I came out of the hub. Oh, you can research internal organs. They're currently in the machine being researched. I came out of the hub, and for some reason there was a person stood there. I nearly died. I honestly nearly jumped out of my skin. I've never seen another person in Satisfactory. It was horrible. Anyway, 1. We need 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm actually just going to build back. So we've got machine, line coming out, walk round space, I guess. So then I can do this all the way up. I've probably not got enough concrete on me, but we can just run and grab some. Oh, I know what I did off camera as well. All the oil lines coming in are Mark 4 and they're ready to be played with. So when we get round to upgrading oil, it's ready to go. It's all coming in. 600's coming from the mines all the way over there. As you look at the top, it says oil, Caterium, oil, stone, whatever. They're all Mark 4, bringing 600 in. We need another 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll go back. 2, 3, 4. I am going to fill in all these gaps as well off camera. We don't want the gaps there. Mainly because I'm going to fall down them at some point. That's the only reason. Another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is that one loads longer? It's because the constructors and there's gaps between them. We do want to walk around space as well. And this actually lines up with upstairs, so all is gravy. I didn't actually realise I'd aligned upstairs and downstairs, but that is just awesome to know. Can I at least get this bit in so I can build all the smelters? Please. Good. Might not be able to get all the power lines in, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Right, now here comes the tricky part. I'm going to do it from this end, so I've got my lines. I need to make sure I get them all right first time for once. And I do say for once, because normally I never manage it. It is cool that you can see the arrows upstairs. Can I... Would this let me place that from down here? That's a little bit crazy. Anyway... Right, let's get these in. And the fact that it's getting dark is mildly upsetting because I've got to concentrate even more on making sure these are in the middle of the tiles. I never normally put this much effort into concentrating about them, but we kind of need to, because I don't want to have to undo it all. We should be able to tell. In fact, would it be easier me doing it from this side, because I know I've got more room then. I think so. They're all in line so far. Job's a good one. There we go. Come on. I would start recording as it became night time. It's just horrible. Just horrible. So it always looks brighter on my screen to the right. Maybe I need to have a play with the settings on my main monitor. Or I could just turn the brightness up, rather than faffing around with the screen. Would be an idea, right? That one's not correct. Smelters. Better. How much further? Not much further to go. And this should give me one full Mark 4 bouts worth of Caterium ore. From there, we're going to do the workings out for the quick wire, which I'm fairly sure we're going to make thousands of. We've got to get it up ready for the rest of it, so why not do it now? Nope. In fact, you're also a nope. Just screwing them all up now. No, I don't want to queue them. I've got the resources. Well, I think I've got the resources. I did a inventory refill, restock, even, whatever, before recording. Well, I did it after I'd finished last night, for God's sake, man. What are you even doing? It would be nice if we got some form of little robots that allowed us to build these repetitions, because I've done this so many times now, lag spike. So many times now. Because we all tend to use 30 smelters quite a lot. I'm fairly sure the iron smelting columns are stacks of 30. Maybe with a gap in the middle, but I'd still like to copy paste 30 machines and then change all of them. Or even if you could set the first one with all the settings set up like this, so I have not got to click every one of them individually. Or, you know, just like give us a gun that changes them. That is something that Toxic suggested, I believe. So you can just aim at these things and set them up from over yonder. Just these little things. I mean, they've just released a massive patch, so it's a bit much to be asking for other things on top of that as well, and they're sorting all the bugs out for that. But if you've been playing the experimental version, and you've read the actual patch notes on the right, it does say that they're very close to making it the full released version of it now. Which is wonderful. Did I really build them right on the edge? Well, it wouldn't be right on the edge because I probably built between them all, but... Power poles first. I'm fairly sure I didn't bring them all the way down here. No, because I had no reason to. Come on, grab it. Maximum length. Just because. Why not? I'm not really that concerned if power poles aren't the same length, sorry. The right length? What is the right length for a power pole? Oh, right. This should work. Where did I have the power pole coming out for these dudes? Yeah. Essentially, there is some clipping, but it's cool, because it's not quite clipping, so you go where the slope is. There's this one here. Now, if you look, it's not actually clipping anything. Not touching, can't get mad. It goes straight through there, which I think's awesome. And it's actually the same for the first ramp I've got coming up down there. But I guess you can class it as clipping. I mean, I just need to watch my step as I go down the ladders, I guess. Because otherwise I'm going to face plant down over the wire. Oh, man. You let me do it before. I'm not being funny. You're going to let me do it again. It goes straight through the gap. I don't see that as a problem. And... alright, then spacebar closes that. Never knew that one. Just to check, it goes straight through. Oh, it touches that by like a pixel. I could move it this way very slightly more, but I'm not that concerned. It is the most minuscule of clippings. Right, now we need to get all these blighters in. And between you two. It's alright, rinse and repeat. If only we could copy pasta with some form of robots. But saying that, because Factorio does it, why does Satisfactory have to do it? They haven't got to. So we're asking for something just because we're used to it from another game. I know I'm not the only person asking for it. It would be nice to have some sort of automated production, if that makes any sense. You know, so you can just build up factories like this with a bog standard design, blueprints and such. But no, it's not necessarily got to be done by robots. Why would we want? Well, why would they want to steal a design from another game? What else? How else would you do it if you didn't have Factorio style robots that just span out and slap down a blueprint? You could say, like the hub, when you first get in, it's just in a box. You could save a blueprint, pack it up into a box, and then throw the box down. And you've just got to get the materials to craft said box. You know, a bit like Iron Man's armour. Well, the later ones, when he's got it in a briefcase and he can just walk into it and then it builds up around him. That seems like a decent idea. I might actually send some feedback. I think they better make that work. But how would you place that? Because if you've got to look at the entire blueprint in one go, and it's like 30 factories long, how would you align that? Maybe they'd have to anchor it from one end or one corner or something like that. It's alright, I'm troubleshooting my own ideas now. Right, we've got to do these in columns of 10, so I'm going to do the merging side first, because this is all going into one. Don't jump on top. You've said countless times that it is easier to just run next to them. So just run next to them, you madman. The lag spikes are getting worse. It doesn't help that I've got a fairly large factory nowadays. And I've not even got to the new stuff. We are getting there. Don't you worry. Just double checking, looking at my arrows to make sure that that's all in the right places. If you get the right angle, you've literally just got to hold A and W. And it becomes loads easier. Until you slightly miss it and then it throws your rhythm off. Maybe it's because I pointed out the fact that it was working so well. And it's just like, alright then, screw you. And last but not least. And then we'll probably have a gap of 1 and then it'll come down there. And because my factory is actually going to start here, that's why that didn't concern me. The output may get a bit dicey, but we'll deal with that when we deal with that. I've not thought about how I want to do quick wire. I could put it on top of the concrete. Actually, it makes the most sense to just have it on this lane here. Because this isn't being used for anything. So that's for concrete, that's for steel, that's for the Caterium ore. Which won't go any further than that. So yeah, we'll have it on this tile here. There's not really much organisation to this side of things, but it'll be fine. So, let's go and hook all... In fact, no, let's get the splitters in first. Because we want 10. Do I need to get wires... Excuse me. I was thinking, do I need to get conveyor belts in before I do this? No, I don't. And that is the wrong way around. Good start, genius. That's 2, 3... This is why jumping's not as efficient anymore. 4. I don't like being this close to the edge. 5. 6. Oh god. 7. 8. I've got a problem. 9. And this will be 10. Or have I? Did I really build the other one this close? It's because I've not got the middle bit in. Because then we've got to go here. And if this is too high... where we normally clip it through the corner, this isn't going to be able to get down quick enough. Right, we're going to have to go with a different procedure. How about if I go there? It's going to let me. And if we're doing it like that, this is getting dead claustrophobic. Our third line, I'm actually going to mirror it and bring it down. Right, this needs to change very slightly. Oh! I was deleting a foundation there. One moment. I don't want it auto-snap into you. Can you go there? Can you go there? And then will it let me do this, or will it say too short? Encroaching others' clearance. I don't think it's going to like it. A player is in the way, I know. I'm trying to get out of the way. You hate to see it, but I'm going to have to use this little trick. Is that actually on the thing? This is far too tight. If I do that... Oh, come on. Come on. It's being temperamental. That's the one that we want. Why does it have to come down to 1 high? I've done all of this for no apparent reason. Because it's meant to come down to 2 high from 3 high, so then we've not got any of the issue that I've just made. So I'm going to take this out and we're going to do it the proper way. So if I put that back in there as it should be, and then you'd come down into that one. Not clipping, can't get mad. I know it looks a little bit irregular, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine. If I could bring it down to that one and then drop it in, I would, but I've got very little in the way of space here. Anyway, back to my original programming. 2. 3. I'm expecting a lag spike sometime soon. I don't like it near the edge. I called that. I called it. I've timed it. I've not really. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost count with all the excitement. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you go to there and in. You get a stacker somewhere, like that. And that one will be too high and go into that one. Is it just me or does it not look like there's going to be enough machines left? Is there 10 here, really? 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to look at the tiles to see if there's enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there is. 8, 9, 10. I mean, I can count on the way back, but do we really want to hear me count again? I'm on top of number 2. That's number 3. That's number 4. That's number 5. That's number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9, number 10. Yeah, we've already counted the first one, so yeah, no reason to count any more of them. So I'm going to get all these hooked in first before I do the top lines, just because it's going to be easier that way until I've got the foundations into the right of me. In fact, it's going to be difficult doing them. I might have to go on top of the machines. Oh, and then I need to find where I need stackers in everywhere. Oh my god. It might just be easier me getting some more concrete and building a path to the right so I don't screw myself over and dive into the abyss. That sounds like a plan. We'll get to the end and we're going to get some concrete. I should have enough encased industrial beams. I get like a full stack's worth now in my inventory. Don't throw me off. Why do I keep doing that nowadays? I don't know what it's trying to delete, but it's not this apparently. This is very compact for me. Do I not normally have a gap between them? I think I do. I might have just made a problem for myself by doing it only 10 wide. But I've only got the one iron line coming in across on the other side, and the only other smelting we've got is upstairs, but upstairs is different to downstairs. And it all lines up, so I don't want to adjust it all. It looks nice, the fact that the base is going to be a perfect cube. Well, kind of. So you'd go into there. We're alright to connect that one up because it's not going to cause any issues. We're going to connect you up, but not actually run you all the way down yet, because I want to get the entire thing built up before we do that. Let me just go and grab some concrete. It's going to be easier if we go and get on the bus. Well, I call it a bus. I've never come up with a name. I know it's the underbelly down here, but I've not got a name for that. The top one's the sky rail. What's this one? The underrail? No, that seems stupid. Anyway, it doesn't really matter about naming conventions. Let's get back. Jump. Duck. Jump. Ah! I nearly made it. It grabbed me. Oh, I'm fairly sure I just heard the postman. Lunar may kick off. No? Surprising me more than it probably is you. So we're just going to build this out at the end and then I'll build it back quickly and then we can continue our masterpiece that is going to be the new Caterium quick wire production facility. Yeah, no, I can't think of names for them, so I just come up with random stuff off the top of my head. Other ones are systems, other ones are modules. Just go with it. It changes on a daily basis, it seems. Good. Good. And if I just throw a random one down there somewhere and there, we can just bam it back up towards us. You can imagine how much concrete I've been using, and trust me, the amount of encased industrial beams I had to use to increase the oil was ridiculous. I actually emptied the marketplace upstairs and then had to come back for more. It's a lot, but that gets us one step closer to being a fully fledged Mark IV base. Ooh. This is loads better. I don't feel nearly as tense now that we're not on the edge of death. we'll see how long it's going to take me to handcraft some explosive stuff. I may do it at the end of this episode. That has never been 30 minutes. I've barely done anything. I've done nothing. Well, I've not done nothing, but... Anyway. So, you need to go there, there, and there, because we're pretending there's 3. There will be 3 soon enough. Now, did I plan for 3 high? Not really, but it is okay, because it can just go over, as far as the eye can see. It dips under there, but the top line would have to go over. Yep, we'll be fine to run a 3rd line of it down here. Well, I might have to split this episode in 2 then. We're going to finish this bit off. We're going to get the smelting up and running. But no, I honestly thought I'd have more time. Oh, that's nice. We only need 1 load of stackers. That's probably because of the compact design that I've gone with rather than sprawling into all out everywhere like I normally do. So we'll drag this one as far as is possible. And about there. I prefer it in line with the power pole, not gonna lie. Because really that one's meant to go in the middle here. If we're thinking back at the start, it'll be fine. Is anybody counting the tiles really? If you are, well done to you. I'm not. Not to that degree anyway. So yeah, as you can see, all of these are full of Caterium. We've just got to connect all this up and then job's a good one. We've got our Caterium smelting up and going to the Mk4 standard. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I just need to go and connect up the other Caterium lines, which shouldn't be too difficult. Well, I know of 1 more Caterium node, which is straight underneath me. Let's see if we can find another one that's not too far away. That's the one just underneath us. There's 1 straight over there. That's the one we've already got. Please. Oh my god. It's actually not far from the oil line. I could do that. And it wouldn't actually be that difficult because it literally, if it's pure anyway. If it's pure, hook it up to the oil line, which is somewhere around here. I know it comes in a zigzag sort of shape down this way. Hook that one up, bring it back on top, and shadaisy, bring it straight in. So we can get 3 Caterium lines coming in here, no problemo. Well, I have got some free time at the moment. Not right this second light, as you can see, I'm a little bit busy. I've got some free time tonight, so I do want to get back on and get some more homework done. It just makes me recording the episodes more fluid, because I've not got to keep stopping and doing stuff that I'd normally do off camera. You know, like the sky rail. So I'm sure I did a bit of that on camera yesterday, and sorting the bus out and upgrading and stretching all the lines out so they're at maximum length and not intersecting each other. Sorting the oil out was a big one. Getting the beacons down wasn't really a big problem, but it was just running everywhere. I should have built one of the goddamn cars. And in fact, if I was willing to go out and expand all the foundations of my paths everywhere by 2, I say 2, I think that's been, you know, optimistic. It's probably got to be 3. I could get one of the new race cars. I think that'd be brilliant. So yeah, that is our smelting. It's set up and ready to go to the Mk4 standard that we all know and love. I've just got to go and do my homework and get all the Caterium lines coming in, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. In fact, you know what? It's not. It's only just gone time. Let's get this 3rd line set up and ready to go, just so we know what we've got to deal with. You can go up. 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 I actually wish I'd have built the underbelly another tiled down, because if I want to get 4 lines of something in, I've either got to run 1 on the floor or run 2 parallel to each other. How am I going to do that? we're going to have to go up and up. These aren't technically joined on, but we're going to pretend that they are. Or I could just go up by 2. It'll look a little bit more uniform, won't it? And then it takes 2 to come back down. I know it's a little bit of a slow incline and decline, but if it does the job, what does it matter? I don't think that's got anything to do with efficiency. I'm about to run out of poles. Well, luckily, we're right back at the start, or the marketplace, whichever way you want to call it. I want to expand my fuel power as well. And also, I've now not got this corner overhanging, which I'm sure some of you will have noticed. I noticed, I just never wanted to say anything about it. Wow, inventory's quite empty. Need a restock before I do any more episodes. But yeah. Ooh. We need to alter this. I don't think we're going to have to be able to get it sorted here. It's going to have to go around the corner and then go up and whatnot. If I put it there. So we'd have one coming out of here. I can actually do that easier if I just use one of these. 1, 2. So then you come out there. Would I be able to do that? I think you need to go up more. 3, 4. Can you do that? Yes, you can. 3, 4. It doesn't really matter, but it's just going to make this loads easier to sort out. Oh, and that was actually very, very slightly clipping before. No issues now. Yeah, that's loads better. See, we're making things more efficient all the time. Right, does this need any shenanigans doing with it? I actually think if I take out... no. That doesn't need to be there, then. Maybe we can do this completely differently now. So these all come out and go up onto a stacker. Why can't this one? Why is this one the odd one out? And then 2, 3. That's 2 and that's 1. You go up, you go up, you go up, and so that's all on that line. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This has got to stay here just so I can get the nice crisp S-bend in the middle like I want. Woo. And there's actually a reason for me connecting all these up. Stupid. Properly now. Because our Caterium has all been set up for the middle one, and now it's all on the top, so nothing's actually happening. Not that we need the ingots, but I'd rather have the machine stacking up while I'm faffing about doing nonsense. So, we're going to get this line in, and then we're going to call it quits. That is Caterium smelting Mk4 standard, 100% efficiency. I've just got to go out and get the 2 other outposts, which isn't going to be too difficult in the grand scheme of things. And actually, I can do this loads easier from up on these paths. I never even considered that. That is beautiful. Across you go. It does look a bit of an eyesore, but there's no clipping. You can't have it always. I double click there, excuse me. And we are very nearly there. If I'm having the other one as 2 up, I should really have this one as 2 up. It means I've got to get rid of this line light, but... lag spike. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I said it didn't mean anything, and then what does he do? He goes and alters it all, so it's all the same. There. You go in, you go in. And you go up, you go up. Good. Come on, grab it. Very nearly there. Where has that even gone? How? So it doesn't let you do certain clipping, but then it lets you place one of those into the side of the wall. I don't actually need these ones up here, because it's only a short distance, and these can actually cruise straight into there. Actually, I don't even need these ones if we're being like that. Yep, let's just trim down what we've just done a million times and make it even more effective. I am trying to use as little stackers as possible. So that's essentially, potentially, even 3 Caterium lines coming in and enough smelting for 3 Caterium lines coming out, giving us our Mk4 belts worth of Caterium ingots. So we'll deal with the rest of that next time. I actually don't think I'm going to record another one of these today because I want to go and do my homework. Ooh. Let's try and make an explosive before I finish. I want to blow that deposit up. Well, not blow it up. I want to get access to it before... well, I want to do it on camera, sorry. I will get the word in eventually, because we've never done it before. I want to see what the explosions are like. I'm probably going to have to do some research though, aren't I? I could always set the infrastructure up around it, and then blow it up on camera for you guys to see, and also we've got some research to check on. Can we now just use alien organs for nothing? Alright, then it wants to research more. Isn't the Nubesk, or wherever it is, Nobelisk? Isn't that the explosives? We need black powder, and for black powder I need coal. And for that I need sulfur, which I believe... Oh, I deleted it. I deleted it because I thought, well, why would you need sulfur now? We can just go and mine some and bring it all back in. There is some over yonder, I believe. Just off of my line that goes all the way to like the other end of the map. Fair enough then. We're not doing that this episode. I may have to go and blow it up off camera just so I can get it all set up. No, I've just said how I'm going to do it. I'm going to set the infrastructure up ready, which it generally is already ready. Get the explosive stuff ready, and then we'll start next episode off by blowing something up, hooking up the Caterium, then coming back and we're going to turn that into quick wire. So yeah, fairly productive episode yet again. Either way, that is it for this episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!